YouTube, once again, Brad's Home Tips. We just bought this house about 2 weeks ago, and when we bought it, the owner said, oh, there's a issue downstairs, you know, we have to fix the drywall, the tub was leaking, but we took care of the problem. So I knew exactly what was wrong. If you've got one of these Moen faucets in your tub and it sits on like that, and your diverter, which is this guy here, is leaking through the top, it'll run down into here and then down onto your drywall underneath of it. So the owner said we took care of the problem. I said, yeah, okay, sure. So when we bought the house, got in, still leaking out the top. Moen parts are under warranty for life, so I've just taken the top off, and their fix was to silicone the shit out of everything. Mike Holmes would love this. This is the kind of crap that he deals with. People who just try and fix problems by using silicone. No, it doesn't work. So I called Moen. I said, you know, my faucet's leaking, what do I need? So they sent me this nice new diverter and the tool to take it apart, and a nice little piece that came with it that I don't know what it does. I'm assuming this is the replacement for this guy, but they don't look the same. So all you do is you take off your spout with an Allen key, pull it off, and that's what you're left with. Now I've got to clean all the silicone out from around here so I can get the tool in, and then I'll come back in a minute. So now we've got our tool on, we're going to take off what we think is the piece under here, or something of it. One size fits all, I guess. I just keep turning and turning and turning. Maybe one day it'll come out. Oh, it's coming. I hope there's no geyser water coming out of this sucker, because that would not be fun, but the taps are off, so. As you can see, Moen designed this to so that you can replace your own stuff. Okay, so we've got our ring off. Obviously that's what this is. This is a replacement part that sits down inside there. She seems to be a little stuck, so I might have to put a wrench on that to wobble her out of there. So I gotta go to the garage, get some tools, be right back. So I put my trusty vice grips on, got it nice and tight. This should just pop off like that. Woohoo! So there's our old piece. Now, down inside this sucker, I'm assuming is some sort of a lock, which I believe is this new part here. And your diverter sits down inside, and that's, your leak comes up from this guy here, that rubber going bad. So I'm going to drop this down inside here like so. And I can already feel that's exactly what I'm looking for. So, see if my screwdriver will do the job. No, it won't. It's not small enough. So, let's see if I can get onto it with this. Ah, there we go. Easy peasy. I'm trying to film and do this all with one hand. Whoop, there's our goods. So, now that we're loose, there's our trouble right there. Funny how the old parts are metal and the new ones are plastic. So, I'm assuming the assembly of this all is of the reverse. And we'll test it out once we get it back together. So, that's the new part going back in. Bloop. And we'll take our tool that we were given and drop her back in. Yeah, assembly is the same as the reverse. You can feel it hitting the O-ring there. Something's up. And back it out. Something's up there. Looks like we might have the wrong diverter. Let's measure the old one versus the new. Oh, look at that. It's the wrong one. Good old Moen. Good stuff. It's too long. So now I've got to call them back and complain because they gave me too long a diverter valve. Bunch of bastards. Well, anyways, you get the point. Once I get the right part, I'm sure this will work. That's very frustrating. Anyways, ta-ta for now. There's more than one way to skin a cat, so I got looking at the design, and it turns out this end will unscrew, so I unscrewed the new one, took off the rubber, unscrewed the old one, took off the crappy rubber that's in my hand. That's the part that goes bad right there. So, even though Moen screwed up and sent me the wrong part, we can still use this. So I'm going to reassemble it now, and we'll see how it works. As you can see, I've got my new part in place. All it does is shove in, seats, and then you put the screw back in the top. Now I'm going to put the faucet back on. We'll test it out. Faucet's back on. And I'll give you a little demo of what it should look like. So there's your diverter. Now what was happening is whenever we started up the tub, water was leaking down here. Like that. Now as you can see, it's not leaking anymore. That's kind of the point. Now I don't recommend when this thing's running, bang down on it to shut it off. That's probably what did it the first time. So, faucet on. If you want to shut off the shower head, just turn it off. Like so. The spring does its job. So, that's the way I'd be doing it.